All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. How's everybody doing? We got Dogecoin. It was just at 18 cents, 17.97 now, but 18 cents. I'll call it 18 cents. 18. It's been flirting with 18 cents here, which we didn't see since Friday night. So this is good. And we also have, yes, we have the bull flag. The bull flag we've had here since Friday. This was forming. First drew it here on Saturday and have extended it out because we kept going a little bit lower until late last night. And then we decided to break out above the upper part of the bull flag, came back, retested it here right around noon today, and then have moved higher. A very classic move, which is bullish. Yes, Kriss is bullish again. And I'll tell you why for some other reasons as well. But if you remember, we talked about a week ago about conviction, right? You got to have conviction. And we had all the bears, right? The bears were like, oh, it's going to 10 cents. It's going to zero. And I was just like, where's the conviction? What are you doing here then? You think Doge sucks and it's going to zero. Then why are you even wasting your time checking in on the KrissPax channel? I mean, just really. Did you guys miss me yesterday? Did you miss me? So there's a story to tell. Because I couldn't be here during my normal live stream, and appreciate everyone, DJ and Charlie, Ryan, Nick, for helping out and moderating. You have a special message from Ryan. He's sorry he's late. He was busy at Hooters and now getting a special Thai massage. That's nice, Charlie. I'm sure he's going to really appreciate that. So when I used to do, because every once in a while I used to do those live streams where I just had the chart on, and because people were like, Kriss, you can't not stream. You always have to stream. So just put the chart on and do your thing. And I did that with the Lo-Fi Girl, music playing. And generally that was pretty good. Every once in a while, I would get a copyright notice on one of the songs or maybe two of the songs that played. But it was, it's chill music, right? It's that lo-fi kind of, beats, light jazz kind of thing. Everybody's chill, right? And last night was kind of a low, chill kind of day, right? Everybody was chill, right? Doge wasn't doing anything. It was just kind of bouncing around sideways. That was right in here, right? It was steadily going up throughout the live stream, but it was pretty slow, pretty low key, right? Well, I got like 14 copyright notices. This morning, I had 14 copyright notices, and I'm just like, oh, man. So it took me quite a while to clear all those out. And basically, I just had to erase like almost all the music from the live stream. So guess what? You guys won't be hearing that music again. So you are relieved. Next time, we're going to do hip hop, We're going to do some hip hop grooves. Because the lo-fi thing, not happening. Not happening. So if I ever have to do it again, it's going to be hip-hop. We're going to have everybody dancing. That was crazy. Anyway, and I had purposely chosen Lo-Fi Girl because I hadn't had problems with copyright before, but I guess they've changed now. They want you to pay for licenses and all that stuff. And I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, I cleared it all out. I didn't get a copyright strike. They were just notices. I took care of them. So you won't be hearing the smooth, cool jazz anymore during any KrissPax live streams. Because you guys sometimes ask, hey, Kriss, why don't you play any music? I don't play music because of that stupid thing. I know, right? The purple box. We're back at the purple box. Yesterday, of course, the theme was between two boxes, right? Didn't you like that title? Between two boxes? Because that's where we were. And yeah, so we're flirting with the getting back into the purple box right now. So that's good. For those just joining, welcome on a Sunday afternoon. Patriots win their football game. So Kriss is in a good mood. I'm usually, well, not always. I'm usually in a good mood, regardless of what happens with the games. But it's always nice to win. Have your team win. Feels good. So that's why I don't start at 4 o'clock on Sundays. I'm like 4:30, 5 o'clock because of that. Yes, someone said the purple box again. Well, King of Kings, RKP, is the one who brought it up. But I know, right? Right, King? Drake May. Man, he just fires those balls around. So good. Of course, he had an interception right at the end. That wasn't a good one. He should have read that a little better. But we still win. So wouldn't that be great if we had an Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl this year? Don't you think so, Kriss? Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl. That would be awesome. Time to break the purple box and enter the green box. Yeah, I haven't even made a green box yet because we got to get up to 21 cents first. But I'll take this. This is good. This is good. So let me tell you what's going on because, you know, I did post, right? The 18-cent Doge just a little bit ago that we hit. And then 9 hours ago, I had the nice bull flag, right? So I posted that, right? Here we had a nice bull flag, right? All looking good. And then Trader Allen posts, ooh, bull flag. Oh, look at that. It's a bull flag. And I'm just like, wait, that's my bull flag. Leave my bull flag alone, Allen. So he posts it, bull flag. And I'm just like, anyway, his bull flag has a target of 20.4 cents. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. 20.4. So we're talking bull flags. We got my bull flag. We got Trader Allen's bull flag. We got bull flags for Dogecoin. We like bull flags. Bull flags are good. Let's go, right? Ether National says, hey, let's go look at what else is going on in crypto between the ETH BTC trading pair, right? So 2024 into early 2025, Bitcoin was just killing ETH, and the ETH BTC trading pair was way down. But then from like April, May through July, ETH took off, you know, up over 4,000, almost hit a new all-time high. But since then, since it peaked out back here in August, ETH has been pulling back versus Bitcoin. But today, ETH is actually up versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 2.2%. ETH is up 5.2%. So we're starting to see the rotation back to ETH, which of course, when that happens and ETH is outperforming Bitcoin, well, that means Bitcoin dominance is going to start dropping back down. Now, he's showing Bitcoin dominance going down in the 40s. Again, my thesis is 50 is probably as low as it goes, and we only end up with a half alt season because we're already into November. It's November 9th now, and we're waiting, and we're still waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I know we're patient though, right? We're patient, or some of us are. The impatient are the ones who end up being the trolls, right? The bears and the trolls who end up getting the boot. Those are the impatient ones. So we're cool. right? We're patient. So I do think Bitcoin dominance is going to be heading back down. And Ben Cowan is going to be proven wrong again, and he's going to move the goalposts, right? He's going to change again, and then people are going to be coming in. Lord Cowan said this, Lord Cowan said that. Well, he didn't say it a month ago, and he didn't say it 2 months ago, because he keeps changing. He keeps changing the goalposts, right? Where Kriss has been consistent. Kriss continues to be consistent. Now, did I get October wrong? Yeah, but so did everybody else. Nobody predicted a red October. Nobody. So, but November, we got a chance. We got a chance in November. However, we got this to deal with. Crucial weekly close incoming. Crucial weekly close. Of course, these are just lines on a chart, like Kriss says. But if we go to Bitcoin and we go to the weekly Bitcoin, and we turn on our 50-week moving average, look at that. We are now above the 50-week moving average for Bitcoin. That 50-week moving average has now moved to about 103,000, and we just have a little over 2 hours left before the weekly close. And it kind of looks like Bitcoin is not going to be below the 50-week moving average. So for all of the bears that were out there predicting Bitcoin was going to end up closing the week below the 50-week moving average and that we were going to be in a bear market, I say, no. Because you know what? The Bitcoin bulls know better. The Bitcoin bulls know better than to let Bitcoin go below the 50-week moving average at the weekly close. So that's bullish. That's bullish. It ends up just being a wick below the 50-week, which we had back here in April. We had a wick below the 50-week, which is also what we had back here in September 2024. We had a wick below the 50-week moving average. Like we also had back here in August of 2024, we had a wick below. And what happened every time we had a wick below the 50-week moving average for Bitcoin? It went higher. It went higher every stinking time. So what does that mean for now? Well, if history repeats, right? As Dr. Doge says, we will be taking off shortly. Yes, indeed. We will be taking off shortly. Well, you know what? Those leverage long guys at 98K, they're going to win, Alijas. I think those guys are going to win on their leverage trades. Because do you know what else is happening? U.S. government shutdown now has had a huge uptick in the chance that the U.S. government shutdown is going to end this coming week. Yes, this coming week. We think the politicians are doing their politician thing, but they're getting closer to a resolution. And now the betting odds are almost to 50% that the government shutdown is going to end this week coming up. So that'll be bullish. We want that to happen. Let's end the shutdown. They're voting today at 5 o'clock, Miguel. Hey, if it ends today, awesome. I'm not going to watch it, though. I can't watch another one of those. I just can't do it. We'll keep tabs on the news, but I'm not watching it. And of course, we do have the pinger on because, I mean, you never know, right? If something starts moving real fast, We want to know where the leverage is getting taken out. And let's see, we just had the ping. What was it that just pinged? Bitcoin. Bitcoin, ETH, Solana. Is that right? Oh, near. We had a big near. $989,000 near leverage trade. What? $989,000 near? Who's gambling on near? It's DJ and Charlie. That's crazy. $989,000 trade on near just got taken out. Wow. But ETH over 3,600 now. Another $147,000 short just got taken out on ETH. So we go back to our chart. We go back to Doge so we can see our beautiful bull flag. Doge is over 18 cents. And here's ETH 3,600, ETH moving up. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I say. So the short squeeze would be awesome, HD. I'll take it. I'll take a big old short squeeze. Thank you very much. Let's wipe out all of those shorts because if we take a look at the liquidation heat map, we will see those shorts are ripe for picking. They're ripe for picking. We have to zoom out though. Get out of here. Zoom out. And we will see the shorts. Look at that big one right there. $111,000. $280 million. $280 million on that line right there. 111.9, which is almost 112. Yes, I am anticipating the Sunday pump to continue and then Monday dump. I think Monday sideways. I think it's going to be an indecision. Oh, I know. They're going to come for that. That's 111.9, 112 right there. They're going to get that short. Big time. Fat Sonic. Why do you have to be a bear, Fat Sonic? Look at Doge, 18-cent Doge. And you're being a bear. Why? Tell me why. Are you impatient? Are you losing money on Dogecoin? It's got to be one of those. Has the government voted yet? Rumor has it they're starting to vote in about 15 minutes, but I think that probably be delayed a little more. You're too patient. No, if you were too patient, you'd be chilling, man. You'd be chilling. You'd have a nice little drink, maybe with one of those little umbrellas in it, just chilling. This wouldn't bother you. Why would you say we're going lower then? Say and Doge are almost at the same price. Based on market cap, does Say have more room to run? Well, it's not really the market cap that determines, but it's the project. And Say moves slowly. Doge can rocket up in a very short period of time because it's a meme coin. And you can get a lot of FOMO in Doge. You're not going to get a lot of FOMO into Say. It's just not, it doesn't have that FOMO kind of thing, But it's been trading well. Hey, Matt, is the spread on Robinhood already taken into consideration when the total portfolio value is listed? The spread has nothing to do with it. Your portfolio value is all based on the current price, which is right in the middle between the bid and the ask. All right? Now, when you go to sell, right, then you're going to be hitting the the ask button, right? The ask price, which is higher. Is that right? No, when you buy, you're going to hit the ask price. When you sell, you're going to hit the buy price, which is always lower. So you'll never get, like if your portfolio was all Doge and it said $100,000, right? And you said, okay, I'm going to sell all my Doge right now, market order. Do you think you're going to get $100,000? Nope. You'll end up with about $98,000. And that 2,000 just disappears. That's the difference between the bid and the ask. You know what I mean? You won't get that. If Doge hits $1 tomorrow, you're quitting your job. Oh, I wish that would happen, but yeah, no. Let's go. Woo! The day of the long-awaited Doge takeoff will be the day I take off my Shiva, my clothes. Miguel says they were reviewing the funding bills right now, but everything is looking good to pass today. I like your optimism. I hope so. Are the market makers usually bears? They're both, but it's easier for them to take out the longs than the shorts. It's easier for them to drop the price in low liquidity situations. It's harder for them to buy up coins on an exchange and move the price up. They need FOMO kicking in as well. They need other good news for that to happen. But they'll do it when the time's right. They'll pump Bitcoin up to 111K, sure. Take out those shorts. Dogecoin ETF could go live soon, but Doge technicals draw a bearish picture for now, except that, you know what? Except whoever that so-called news organization is that made that headline aren't looking at the most up-to-date Dogecoin technicals because it's not bearish. It's a big old bull flag that we just broke out of. It's a big old bull flag. There's nothing more bullish than breaking out of a bull flag. There are not bearish technical indicators on Dogecoin right now. So Kriss is bullish. I'm bullish on the bull flag. Bullish. No, not another green Sunday. I know, right? It's scary, isn't it, Julian? It's like, oh no, what's going to happen tonight? Or what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Every time. Oh no. How about them Patriots? I know, right? They're on a good winning streak. 7 in a row. Team's looking good. Hey, good morning, Anthony. How are you? Are you feeling a little bullish today, Anthony, as you wake up on a Monday? Is the sun shining where you are? It is best to be patient. What car will I buy if Dogecoin makes you rich? Well, we've already talked about this, right? It's the Ferrari Roma, right? But I'm not going to buy. I'm actually trying to downsize. Too much stuff. I don't need another car. How's the Pepe doing? Pepe looked good earlier in the week or weekend, but it kind of quieted down here. So Pepe's kind of been going sideways since the big run it had here on Friday. So Pepe is not back in the purple box yet. Purple box is up here. So yeah, kind of a disappointing weekend on the Pepe trading. But still, a nice recovery from the dips we had on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's good, but yeah, underperforming today on the Pepe. It's up 2 days. Let's let the Doge fly. Anthony, you're going to go opposite? So bear? I know, I'm going bull. And I specifically made the title bull today just to see what you would say. No, it's a good looking indicators right now. If Doge goes to $1 tomorrow, I fly to the US and we party. Absolutely. That's why I was asking in my last question. Last November, my total portfolio was 108. Wasn't sure what that would equal to after I push sell. Yeah. Yeah. So if it was a 108 on your portfolio and it was all Dogecoin and you hit market sell, you would not have 108,000. You'd have something less, like 106 or 105. And Robinhood will just say, thank you very much. Appreciate your business. They make their money. They make their money. Right. Robinhood is a $0 commission platform because they steal on the spread. Exactly, Shach. I've been talking about that for years. People still don't understand it. But then you wonder when you have a limit order and the price to buy and the limit order drops down. Let's say you had 17 cents, right? And on Robinhood, the price dropped down to 17 cents. But your limit order didn't hit. That's because in order to get 17-cent Doge, it needs to go down to like 16.95 or 16.92 or something like that in order to get your 17 cent because of the spread. Webull too, exactly. HD. Webull does the same thing, and so does crypto.com. Crow does the same thing. Those aren't real exchanges. Coinbase is real, but they charge a fee. They have a fee for every trade. So that's the difference. They're hiding their fee in the spread. Last Sunday, we were green also, and what happened? We don't want that to happen again, Julian. No. If Doge reaches $1 tomorrow, I'll fly and take Kriss to the Patriots game on Thursday versus the Jets. Let's go. Yeah. No, ETF has no control over Dogecoin, MacDoge. There won't be enough money going into the ETF to control Dogecoin. But it will kind of make it a little less volatile, perhaps. But we've seen the ETFs for like ETH that if it's a red day, the ETFs are going to sell because people who buy the ETFs are traders and they'll sell. The price is going down. The snow has arrived. Not in Boston yet. I saw it snowing in Chicago on TV. They were showing part of the Bears game, and it was like, yeah, it's snowing in Chicago. Look at that. I hope our bonk breaks even. I do too. The Philly special. I know, that's the Philly special. Nick Foles. Oh, I remember that play. Absolutely. The Philly special. Did the Browns lose? I thought they had a chance to win that game. Oh. Well, it was the Portofino, but you know what? They're not making the Portofino anymore. So I wanted the Portofino, but they're not making it anymore. And I want a new car. I don't want a car that somebody else has driven. And I know there's all these rules at Ferrari. Oh, you got to prove that you're a good driver. You got to buy a used car. Oh, I don't care about that. If I'm going to buy a Ferrari, I'm on a brand new car. So they don't make the Portofino anymore. So now they make the Roma. So that's the new one. And of course, I would pay in Dogecoin. Yes, I would pay in Dogecoin. Subaru, really? Subaru? No. Toyota. I've got a RAV4. 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whatever. It's Boston anyway. But yeah, it's a RAV4. So you're close. But I got the sport edition of the RAV4. So it's got some extras in it, which are nice. Got the nice leather steering wheel, got the heated seats, Even the steering wheel heats up, which is good in Boston. So that means Pepe has a way to go. Yes, Raiden. How are you doing, Raiden? How are you doing this evening? Yeah, Pepe's got a ways to go. Anthony just still bearish. The damage on the prolonged government shutdown, the damage has been done. Yeah, I know, but what if they vote to open the government tonight? What if they vote to open the government tonight? And you're just sitting there being a bear. Hey, Doug, how are you? And what if Elon creates X payments with Doge included today? Well, Nate, Doge would be a pumping. All doom, no gloom. Robinhood is not going to fix that. They're making money. They're perfectly fine. That's just what they do. Hey, Rhino, ahoy to you. Good afternoon. Everybody hit the like button. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Did Fetch recover? Fetch. Yeah. Did go on a nice run here. 75% from November 4th. But it was up higher, but it sold off. So it was up about 100%. Now it's about 75. So it's not dead yet. Stacks went on a nice run here early this morning. Waking up, I still own some of that Stacks. We just need Doge to get back in its purple box where it belongs for now. Neck to neck with Tron. Did not look. Tron 27.5, Doge 27.2. That's pretty close. We need a little Doge pumpage and we're back in 8th place. Who are the big winners today? Decred, the DCR thing. Monero, Stark, Uniswap, Dash, Pump, Litecoin. Look at Litecoin. Zcash still going up. That's amazing. And there's Stacks, nice. And the losers, ICP, Soon, Filecoin. Yeah, the ones that were pumping last week, right? The ones that were pumping, ICP, Soon, Filecoin, Celestia, now they're falling back. Polkadot, Caspa. Duchess, you lost the green membership? Okay. No worries. Sunny in 57 in eastern Washington State. That's right. You're near the Idaho border, right? If Elon comes as the wild card, I will gift Elon a Tesla. Yeah, Elon doesn't need a Tesla. He's good. $1 trillion man. You can gift me a Tesla. Sen is on break until 6 p.m. On break? God, they hardly work. What year RAV4? It's a 2023. I bought it with 0 miles on it. I'm off the lot. Cash. And do you know how I was able to buy it for cash? Crypto. Sold some crypto, needed a car, bought the car. 2023. Handy Dan, you Yankees need to keep that cold weather up there. I know. The winter time is just awful up here. Yeah, the dividend thing is being talked about again, Kriss, for the tariffs. Going to hand out free money. I mean, that'll be good for the markets, right? It'll pump the markets. Woo, free money. Woo. The transmission broke on a 2010 RAV4. Well, that's too bad. When are the ETFs going to launch? Well, Bitwise is on track to launch about November 26th. So in 2 weeks. And I don't know about the grayscale yet. I haven't heard an update on that. Love the RAV4. I do too. I do too. Especially with the tailgate in the back that automatically opens. You just press a button and just nice things, you know. During a big spike, are the market makers usually disappointed, or are they helping cause the rally? They're not causing the rally, but they can push it higher if they want to take out more shorts. That they can do. If the government opens tonight, huge green candles, tomorrow's big question will be, when's a good time to buy? Exactly. Yep. Yeah, Monday's live stream will all be about people showing up who haven't shown up for a while, and they'll be like, is now a good time to buy? I'll just be like, no, Doge is not supposed to go to $3 or $5. No, those are just lines on a chart looking at the past. They don't take into account like the larger market cap. They don't take into account like all the other things. Just no. No. The RAV, I didn't have to have a monthly subscription for heated seats and heated steering wheel or Apple CarPlay. It's all free on mine. So, and I use all three. I use Apple CarPlay. I use the heated seats. I use the heated steering wheel. It's just about that time of season again to warm up that steering wheel. But yeah, Toyota, you don't have to pay for that stuff. Litecoin was at 111. It just dropped down into the 110s here. Oh, it actually went up to 113. Litecoin's also out of the purple box on top because it had this big run here on Friday. Got out of the purple box. Litecoin. Doge just being stubborn. What about peak and peak? What does that mean? And peak. I don't look at peak anymore because I don't own it anymore. 7 cents, 7.5 cents. Yeah, up almost 7% today. Recovery, good. Need more of that. Hey, DB, hanging out with some friends. Have a great evening. Just west of Spokane. Oh, up there. Okay. Cool. So a little ways from Idaho. I can easily read the price listings on my new projector screen. Wow, I must be huge. Here, I'll make myself really big on your projector screen. Hello, metal. Hello. I'm really big. Oh. That's right, right? A break from what? What do you need a break for? Just like do your damn job. Massachusetts will not vote out Pocahontas until she retires like Nancy Pelosi did. It's the only way to get rid of her. It's for her just to retire. HD. Sorry to hear that. Stupid drivers. Yeah, I'm not worried about my driving. I'm worried about all the other stupid drivers out there on the road. You got to be careful. I know we don't need stimulus check. We don't, William. I get it though. People want free money. Ooh. It never ends well with free money. It always comes back to bite you, or the country, or inflation will go up, like something. Yeah, pay down the debt. Exactly, Ron. Exactly, Justin. Pay down that debt. Your wife has the adventure edition of the RAV4. Yeah, I didn't need the adventure one. I just got the sport. I love it. Hey, Gappy, how are you? $1 trillion market cap if Elon decides to get some Doge. $1 trillion. Let's go. GDLC. Okay. ETF tracks the top 5 cryptos. So if Doge becomes a top 5 crypto, will it be part of that ETF? Or is it just the ones that are top 5 now? So XRP, Solana, BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Zone will pump tomorrow. It better. Man, did it get killed Friday night. Not happy with Zone. I overtook the room. Yes. Senators near deal to reopen government as key Democrats signal willingness to back plan. What plan? What plan are the Democrats going to back? Because they're just voting for the continuing resolution of continuing the same thing. They're looking really bad right now, the Democrats are. They tried so hard to pin this on the Republicans, but the public isn't buying it. Because the Republicans keep voting yes to end the shutdown, and the Democrats vote no, except for Fetterman and one other. Not good. Not good. They got to do something about that. They tried to tell this sorry tale of, oh, these people are going to lose their healthcare benefits. And the Republicans say, because of your healthcare plan? Because it was your healthcare plan. The Senate Republicans unveiled a crucial piece of the puzzle in their bid to reopen the government. Plan to plow ahead with a vote. Okay, we'll see what happens. But thanks for the headlines. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it's been a good day. Now we just got to get up to 18 cents and stay above 18 cents. So, did you see my Sydney Sweeney meme that I made? It was like, now which crypto do you support specifically? If you heard that interview, she uses the word specifically, with regards to the whole gene thing, And Sydney Sweeney was just like, when I have something to say, I'll talk. I said, now which crypto do you support specifically? Dogecoin. Dogecoin. You got to have that attitude, right? Dogecoin. Especially with all the bears around. It's just like, don't be a bear. It's Dogecoin. Come on. It's Dogecoin. Just having fun. You have to with Doge. You got to have a little fun. Bull flag every week. Moon every day. They're saying it's 6 o'clock now. I don't know. Hey, if you guys want to stay on and watch the Senate vote again. Politics? I know, Charlie, right? Politics? What? Man, keep going to sleep watching that. Revo's just going to swing trade it. Swing, better. Swing. Hey, it was a classic move this afternoon, right? It was a classic move. This morning, trades up above the downward sloping resistance line that's part of the bull flag, and then trades back down till about noontime, retests that line before moving higher. It's a classic trading move right there. Classic. So that's why I'm bullish on the bull flag. Kriss is bullish on the bull flag. And for those that weren't here earlier, we looked at the Bitcoin 50-week moving average, and Bitcoin is now above the 50-week moving average, which is now sitting at about 103, and Bitcoin's at 104.6, and it's less than 2 hours before the weekly close. So it looks like Bitcoin will not close below the 50-week moving average. Yay, everybody! Oh, I do need to, yeah, we got to do the applause. Right? That we need to do. Because that's what people are talking about all week. Oh no, what if Bitcoin drops below the 50-week moving average? Because it was looking like it on Tuesday. We were like way down, dipping below 100K. And it was like, oh, nope, Bitcoin trade right back up. And it's trying to get back into its own purple box. That's right. Bitcoin has its own purple box. It's trying to get back in. So we need Dogecoin just to get in there and move up. I don't want to see a 17 anymore. I don't need a new car. All I need is Sydney Sweeney. David. Exactly. William, you're waiting to leave your job. Is that too much to ask for? I don't know you, David, but I'm guessing that might be for Sydney Sweeney. It just might be. BTC, let's go. A man and his boxes. You know, Ryan, if you think about it and you look at it, those boxes actually did a really good job showing what was going on with the trading. You have to admit that, right? The boxes actually did a really good job from the October 10th flash crash. 3 weeks of sideways trading. All the negativity and FUD around the government shutdown. And then we ended up dropping from like 19 cents to 17 cents and then started trading sideways again, which is why I made the red box. When we jumped up out of the red box, it was like, okay, bull flag time, right? Bull flag time. And now we have traded out of the bull flag. So you admit it, Ryan. Good. It did, 3 weeks of sideways hell, right? Following the flash crash. The purple box actually did its job. Bitcoin, same 3 weeks sideways, dropped down, now trying to get back in. I didn't make red boxes for all the other cryptos, just Doge, just to show that, what that looked like. But yeah. And then, of course, we've got things like Litecoin, which ended up trading up and out of. Yes, Litecoin is out of its purple box now and moving higher. So great for Litecoin. It's having a nice run right now. Litecoin. I still hold some Litecoin. Let's go. I like it. I like the Litecoin. I want everybody to be rich. I want everything to go up, even stupid XRP. XRP is in the purple box again, but down at the lower end. Fetch AI, Rohan? Sure. Fetch making a little comeback. I never made a purple box for Fetch because it sold off right away. If I had made a purple box, it would have been, let's see where the Fetch purple box would have been. It would have been something like this. Let me see what the percentage is on that, because they were all about 15, 16. Oh, that was like 20, so it wasn't even that. It was like that. So it's still technically not even back into the purple box yet. But this was a nice little run here. We had Thursday and Friday, doubled in price from 20 cents to 40 cents. They've been a helpful reference, Justin. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this October 10th, huge flash crash we had. Now 4 weeks, do you believe that? That was 4 weeks ago. Yeah, that was scary. And it put a jolt into the crypto market. And look at Solana even, not even back into the purple box yet. Having a nice day today. ETH, not back into the purple box yet. But Dogecoin, it's fighting it right now. It's close. As Tony Romo would say, it's close, Jim. It's really close. If you're a football watcher, you'll get that reference. I don't know, Jim. It's really close. It's one of the fun things I do. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Blind? Look at that. The Tony Romo thing is just like, you're welcome, Rohan. Sure. Boss man, you're late. You will pay. You will pay for that. Speaking of boxes, I had to pay $70 to send a 3-ounce envelope to Spain yesterday. $70. Wow. Wasn't there another way to do it? I guess that, I mean, I don't know. Just check out Sui. Sure, look at Sui. I haven't looked at Sui in a little while. I did not make a purple box for Sui either. But it's, yeah, it's not back in the purple box either. Yeah, kind of move that up a little bit. Yeah, so Sui hasn't fully recovered yet. The dump on the 30th of October and a further dump on the 3rd of November. Got it down below $2. Great buying opportunity, right? Picking up Sui below $2. Had a double dip there. Great buying opportunity. Come on, Doge. Not cooperating. Tough day at work today, William. That's why you want to like retire, be done with it. I get it. I do get it. You got, Stephen, you got your life and health insurance license. So that means you're an insurance salesman now? Good luck. Anthony's been accumulating this AI sleepless token. Good luck with that. Gene, it seems like the Senate is going to reconvene at 6 o'clock this evening, and we will check in and see if there's going to be a vote. There might be a vote tonight. Rumor has it. Please don't repeat Romo. I know, right? Hey, we survived the Tony Romo national broadcast today. We survived. I don't know, Jim. It's pretty close. Are you referring to the Pats game where he said, that was almost a touchdown? Yeah. Kilmer. I mean, Romo does that all the time. Just like, stop paying everyone in the government and the shutdown will be. I know. As long as Congress is still getting paid, they need to change that. You're a Vikings fan. I only see highlights. How does McCarthy actually look? Does he look like a pro quarterback? I guess he has some throws that are good and others that aren't so. Hit the like, fam. Thank you, MB. Appreciate it. Can't believe it's still shut down. I know. National history, longest government shutdown ever. And some people are like, what? The government shut down? Really? Life goes on. Life goes on. First step to becoming the full financial advisor. All right. Hey, good luck with that. When you're a full financial advisor, are you going to be asking people or telling people that they need to buy some Dogecoin? You'll be one of the few, maybe the only, just advising your clients, you really should have some Dogecoin in your portfolio. You should have some Dogecoin. Just be exposed to the Doge, Exactly, 100%, right? Oh. I was happy getting SWE at 212. I know, and then it drops below 2. I know. I mean, that's how I felt buying Pepe at 00006, and then it dropped to 00005. I was like, damn. But, that happens. Rumor has it. One day it'll end. But should it? Or does it really have to? I think Trump's kind of like, yeah, let all those people just not work. Just proves even more that we don't need all those people in the government. Now, the air traffic controllers, we need them. Right? TSA agents, yeah, we kind of need them. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'm here to solidify Dogecoin as legitimate, especially when we get those nice ETFs too, right? Get that Grayscale, Bitwise ETFs. It's like, yeah, buy some of that. Yep, Trump said in a tweet this morning, $2,000 dividends. And I'm just, that I shake my head to. That's an SMH. Just like, no, just pay off the debt. Because you're going to give out free money. And then the inflation's going to go back up and all of that stuff again. Just don't need to be handing out money. I know why he's doing it, right? Politics. right? Because they had a bad showing in the recent governors and mayoral races where the Republicans didn't win, even though they were blue states and blue cities anyway. But he's like preparing for the midterms next year. Politics. Free crypto pump. Yes. Free crypto. Everybody buy $2,000 worth of Dogecoin now. Right? I wonder what the percentage would be if they could just track all the money from all those dividend checks. It would be like, how much actually goes into Dogecoin? It's like free $2,000 worth of Dogecoin. Oh. Daddy Trump checks. That's what he wants. Yes. It's like free money. Okay. Free money, sure. But then you end up with, I mean, it's like, it's a money printer. It's a money printer. And then it just more and more and more and more. Debt just keeps going up. $38 trillion and counting. It's never going to go down. It's never going to go down. So what does Dogecoin need to hit on the heat map? Yeah, the big yellow is up here at 18.4. 7 million. What's that? $7 million of shorts at 18.4. You know, that's not far away. 18.4. They should get that. They should definitely go up and get that at 18.4. $7.5 million. You'd put 2,000 into Doge? I would too. Trump sends me a $2,000 check, I'll put it into Doge. For those coming in, this was the bull flag. Broke out of it this morning, came back and retested it at noon, and then moved up higher. Classic move right there. The 50-year mortgages is such a joke. It's such a joke. There must have been that must have had something to do with the banks. That's something the banks would come up with. Just gives them more money. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with the banks anymore. I'm so glad. 50-year mortgages. Just think of all that interest. You buy a $300,000 home and you end up paying almost $1 million for it over 50 years for like a $300,000 home. Or the math is something like that. Crazy. No, we haven't had a short squeeze. Short squeeze is like, I mean, this that we had here on Friday, that was a nice big move. But even that really wasn't a huge short squeeze, but that's the kind of move. Taking out shorts is that. But we should get another one of those and we should be up at 20.5, 21 cents. We need another one of these. Then we're talking. Is the $2,000? I don't know if this one will be taxed or not. I don't know what it's going to be deemed to be. It's calling it a dividend. So if it's a dividend, maybe it's taxed. Yeah. They're back from their break. Someone said it would be 6 o'clock. It's only 5:30. We'll check in. We will check in. Dogecoin all day, baby. William drives a moped around, huh? What a life, huh? In Hawaii, just kind of tooling around on a moped. Heard a bit ago that 2 top BBC politicians? BBC politicians? Resigned today due to some scandal on an edited January 6th Trump speech. Wow. All that anti-Trump stuff, it's all coming around. Hey, Toss. I did have a nice weekend. Yep. Did have a nice weekend. My youngest son's 21st birthday. So we had a lot of partying going on. Right, 50 years. You're signing yourself up for a lifetime of debt. Exactly. That's why I think it's coming from the banks. 50-year mortgage is not fake news. It's real. It's real. The chirps you're hearing are liquidations. The pinger, right? We just had more ZEC. ZEC must be pulling back a little bit. Basama Rajama, how are you, my friend? Thank you for the super chat. Is the shutdown going to end? Maybe today. We did show the news earlier here. Polymarket has really shifted in their odds that now favor the government shutdown ending this week. Now has the greatest odds based on Polymarket. So in the past day, there has been a big uptick in the betting on government shutdown ending this week. With $2,000, I will do only good and get some Doge. Elon should mine Doge. I know. He should use the his XAI, right? With all those big servers to mine Dogecoin on the side, right? Or the big Dojo server, right? How long does it take for him to get home, Joanna? Yeah, DC. So if you're 28 and you took out a 50-year mortgage, you'd be paying on that thing for till you're 78? Can you even? I mean, that's crazy. Oh, they're just replaying what's already been shown? Okay. Yeah, I'll wait. Everyone's mad at 50-year mortgages. Who stays in their home? I know. It's almost like renting. You're essentially just renting the house from the bank. You don't really start putting any serious equity into probably until like 10 years in, because it's all interest up front. And there's still a lot of people who don't know what crypto is. Oh, if he's pulling up soon, Joanna, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Hey, Nick. How you doing, my friend? Good afternoon. Hey, thanks for your help last night as well. And I said the news earlier about the music because I know you probably weren't a fan, right? of the chill, lo-fi beats. I got 14 copyright notices. I got 14 copyright notices from that stupid music stream. So I had to, I spent a good part of my morning clearing them up, basically erasing or editing out the music in most of the live stream. So now if you replay last night's live stream, there's going to be large parts of it where the music just cuts out and it's silent. Because 14 of those songs ended up being copyrighted when it was supposed to be copyright free. It's like, nope. So you're not going to have to listen to that music ever again because I will not play it. We're going to do hip hop next time. We're going to do some hip hop beats like Tom Crown does, right? The Grizz or whatever that guy is, right? You're going to be suffering through that. I'm going to play the Grizz. No, my miner is still stuck in customs. I don't get it. Why me? Why mine? Don't they know that they're hurting themselves? I know it's not their fault, but man, that's pretty bad. At this point, I should just wait till the DG Home 2 comes out, right? So I don't want this anymore. I want the Home 2. It's supposed to come out early next year. Will Doge reach 23 cents this week? That's a pretty big move. I don't know if Doge quite has that kind of momentum yet to get up to 23 cents. Unless something magical happens specifically with Dogecoin. But just market-wise, I don't see that yet. There's still too much uncertainty in the market. Beep, beep. The Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Hey, Absi, how are you? This is the problem with Trump. Republicans and Democrats, they have this tendency to name and shame their opponents, humiliate their counterparts, and nothing gets done. Isn't politics great, Anthony? So much fun. So much fun. Nick is hiding from the in-laws. If you say so. In-laws are so much fun. Well, Anthony, we know that about Trump. You get what you get. Trump isn't going to stop. He's the bull in the china shop. Always has, always will. Next time, just play All Eyes on Doge over and over again. You guys would get so sick of it, though, wouldn't you? Just over and over and over again.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Keep going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
All eyes on Doge. Oh, let's go. I know, right, Miguel? Let's go. Really think about using my Doge profits to pay down or even pay my house off completely. Yeah, if you can. If you can. That's a lot of interest. Yep, I know. That was my goal this year, was get out from under the mortgage, and I did that. And it's a great feeling. Because you know what happens, Matt? The end of the month comes and you go, oh, I don't have to make a payment. And the way they do it in Boston, you pay your property tax every 3 months, once every 3 months. So I just pay the property tax separately, individually every 3 months. That's it. It's nice. Sounds sketchy. They're trying to help, and I'm just like, and do I still suggest them? It's like, it's hard for me to say yes because I don't have my miner yet. Once I have it, and I plug it in and it works, I mean, that was the whole deal, right? And then I show videos of the unboxing, the setting up, and I got nothing. Yeah, you don't want to shame and humiliate me, Anthony, because I'm waiting for my Lambo, like BP here. We want our Lambos, damn it. DG Home too. I might have to do that. Might be a great option to heat my garage in the winter. Yep. And that's the other thing I wanted, right? I wanted the Home 1 sitting here in my kitchen to heat up my kitchen. I wanted that. So I'm waiting. So yeah, I can't recommend it until I actually have it. And right now, not gonna. It ships from Hong Kong. So they make them in Hong Kong. I mean, 3 other people bought them using my link, and they're up and running and they're fine. But then mine, nope. Obviously, grabbing a drink. Let's go. Let's go. I bet Customs loves your miner so much that they plugged it in and try it. They're getting free Dogecoin. We need the Elon effect right after the government opens up. Let's go. Let's go. Your wife is twerking to All Eyes on Doge. I didn't know it was that kind of danceable song, I guess, right? Do some remixes. Well, Calibeats was going to give me an extended version, but then he didn't get to it. Haven't heard from him for a while. I know, Sunshine. Says the same to Matt. Pay it off. If Trump was in your chat room naming and shaming, humiliating you, he would get the boot. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The extended remix would be awesome. Doge is going to be great. Huge. Is this a fake, Crick? No, this is real. It's not really a pump. It's up 2%. If it went up like 10%, that would be fake. But 2%, slow and steady, I'll take that. That's pretty good. We got more pings going on. ETH. Look at that. ETH on Bybit just had a $3,600 short, and ETH hasn't even hit 3,600 yet. That's how the exchanges manipulate it. So on Bybit, they already manipulated the price up to 3,600. This is what happens, guys. This is exactly what happens. 3,600 is here. And that guy just got liquidated at 3,600, and the price didn't even hit it yet. Isn't that crazy? That's what happens on those exchanges. Add my Tony Romo impersonation. No, I'm laughing too hard. I can't do it. I can't do it while I'm laughing. Straight face. I don't know, Jim. That's pretty close. Nah, that wasn't a good one. I don't know. Pretty close, Jim. It's right there. I want a tractor. Senate Democrats enter caucus meeting tight-lipped about their plans. Tight-lipped. You don't want to wake up tomorrow and see it back in the 15s. Yeah, I don't see that happening. You've got an Arnold. I just want to pump you up. I can't do Arnold. For the past days, it feels like all these trading with Doge and others being run by computer programs. There's a lot of bot trading, that's for sure. Ryan took a little profit. Nothing wrong with that. I was making fun of Tony Romo just because he was one of the announcers on the Patriots game today. And he just has these. I mean, only he does it is just like anything that's a really close play. He's like, I don't know, Jim. It's pretty close. It's just funny to do Tony Romo. So what's the next big month to look forward to? Well, Moonvember, we still have like 22 days left in Moonvember. 22 days alive. Senate meets for weekend session. Yep, they're in recess until 6 o'clock. We're waiting. 10 more minutes. See, and here's Lo-Fi Girl now, because I did one, right? Now I start getting all the Lo-Fi Girl things. I'm like, nope, not doing Lo-Fi Girl anymore. No Lo-Fi Girl. Not doing it. ETH, trying to make the move up to 3,600. Oh, there was a $400,000 Solana trade that just got liquidated. Solana has been down. Well, that was a brand new trade. $400,000 gone. Come on, Doge. Purple box. Yeah, Tony Romo. It's that Tony. I don't know, Jim. That's pretty close. We had cupcakes for my son's birthday. Cupcakes. Too sweet for me, though. They were just all sugar. I see a lot of instances Doge would go up in trickles, 4 to 6 green candles, and then predictably a long red candle comes along. Yep. That has happened. This is not trading that way right now, Anthony. We're not seeing that. I think it got beaten down enough. That's how I feel right now. It got beaten down enough. So I'm feeling bullish. And I know you're gonna then like trade against me, right? If I'm feeling bullish, but I'm feeling bullish. Bull flag. We broke out of the bull flag. Let's go. Hey, Mats, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm feeling bullish for the rest of November now. We get the government shutdown to end. We get the ETFs trading. It's like all this stuff is just, I know it's been delayed and you've heard me talk about it, but I mean, who knew the government shutdown would be now going on, what, 37 days, 38 days, however many. It's just like, I guess this would be day 39, right? Crazy. Nobody predicted that. Now, I think we'll get a little pump if the shutdown ended tonight. Ramses needs 45-cent Dogecoin. Now, need is a very tough word, Ramses. You shouldn't need to have a cryptocurrency hit a certain price. Otherwise, you probably shouldn't have bought it in the first place. Need is a strong word. If Trump gives out their dividend checks this time, okay, so it's not stimulus, it's dividend checks this time. The wording is a little different, just to get it right. But yeah, crypto would pump because a lot of that money would be going into the markets, buying stocks, buying crypto. 2021 all over again. The whole tariff thing has been interesting, Anthony, on that. There are a lot of people on X who believe that if the Trump tariffs are deemed to be unconstitutional, that would be good for the markets. But I kind of feel the opposite, because I don't know. I mean, does the US have to pay back like all these countries, right? The tariffs? I guess they just print more money, right? I guess. Yeah, we'll pay that money back here. Let me turn my printer on. Let's print some more. I think the $2,000 dividend checks are a joke. Aesthetic. It's a joke. It's a political ploy. It's dumb. They should use the money to go start paying off the debt. Do the right thing. You'd buy $2,000 worth of Doge. So would I. Chaos. I would buy $2,000 worth of Doge. Didn't they hand out stimulus checks before the COVID pump? Yeah, they had started before. They started in 2020. But they continued into 2021. So it was already building up. Feeling a little bullish too, Mats? Maybe you'll just go to Mexico for a week vacation. Thank you, Trump. Pepe? Darth Gremlin would buy some Pepe. You're chowing down on your birthday cake right now, Aussie? Moonvember. Well, happy birthday again, sir. Happy birthday. Agreed. $2,000 checks are a joke. The Fed makes $5 trillion from taxes, and then they spend $7 trillion. Isn't it great? Just print some more. You have to be feeling bullish, especially with positive talks now for the government shutdown. ETF looking to be set. Yep, it's all coming. Crypto sentiment could change. We'll be checking in a couple minutes. We'll see what they're going to do. If you receive 2,000 stimulus check, I'll bet it on the next Celtics game, right? For them to lose, right? They're just not good this year. Nick, key lime pie is my answer as well. Key lime pie. I had a friend of mine when I lived down in Miami who had a key lime tree in her yard. And so we would have fresh key limes. Oh, look at that move of Doge. Right up into the purple box. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'll use the 2,000 to have our back fence rebuilt, siding put on the shed. Yeah. Don't want the fence blowing over. Yeah. Anybody else? What are you going to do with your $2,000 dividend check if you get one? What are you all doing? $2,000 check arrives in the mail. What do you do with it? Did you like the stream yesterday, G? I know, I worked really hard on it. I worked really hard. Look at this move. Let's go. Great minds think alike. Of course, Nick. Of course. Until Bitcoin loses support on the weekly chart uptrend. Still bullish. Me too. We looked at this earlier. Oh, look at this move. Big green candle. Big green candle. The pinger's going off. Bitcoin, XRP, ETH. Big liquidations happening. Bitcoin moving up over 105. Back into its purple box. Look at that. Look at Bitcoin move. Let's go. See, Anthony? I was bullish. Look at this. Let's go. You're going to be cautious still? Moving up. You'd buy some Doge. You'd buy more Doge. Brian would buy a Doge miner. Any free money's going into home repairs. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Spaghetti. Going to pay off some debt. Slappy Pappy would move to Venezuela if you got $2,000 from Trump. Hey, William's home. Welcome home. Buy crypto. Queso Modelo's. Doge. Doge. A Pax cat picture on a billboard would cost about $2,000. Every bit of it would be like, what? Pax cat? What's that? Big run up to the moon. Senate is back, and there are reports that government will be open tonight. That's the first thing they said coming back into the room. No, Win doesn't get liquidated until Bitcoin goes up to 107, I heard. I thought it was 105. Someone told me it's 107. I'm like, either way. Now, why would you say that? 50K. That's just dumb. Bitcoin's not going to 50K tomorrow. No wonder you're broke. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but to come in here and say that, that's kind of dumb. H-bar. It's in the purple box still. Doge, purple box. Don't count the chicks before they hatch. I know, but it's fun. I'm enjoying the moment. Doge Lincoln, about 2,000 of Doge. I still can't figure that guy out. I mean, is he trading with real money, or are these just fake accounts that he keeps showing? I kind of think it's all fake. Yeah, Matt, going to turn into the live.
What I'm about to propose does not touch the monies that were set aside in 2010 under the Affordable Care Act. Why do I say that? President Trump endorsed the concept I'll be speaking of, and one of my Democratic colleagues said, wait, are you going to get all the insurance money for these accounts? No, time out. Absolutely not. we're going to leave that portion which was part of the baseline alone, not touching it at all, but trying to do something with the enhanced premium.
We'll just keep it over in the corner.
It began most recently by President Biden under the COVID pandemic. That begs the question, why were enhanced premium tax credits?
They're going to talk for a while.
Premiums have gone up so much. The Affordable Care Act was supposed
It might be ending, Craig.
The cost of health care has exploded. The cost of health insurance has exploded. And unfortunately, under the enhanced premium tax credit.
That would be awesome, Joshua. Could we actually get above the purple box? And I got to make a green box above the purple box. That's our goal, right? We need a green box.
And we misaligned the incentive to where the insurance company.
From what I heard, JD, and it's not a stimulus check, it'll be a dividend check. And it would be only up to a certain level. And I don't know what that level is or how they determine what makes, is it from last year's tax return, your adjusted gross income? If it was over a certain amount, then you don't get the dividend check. I don't know how else they would tell. I got talked into it, DJ and Charlie. I got talked into it. Welcome back. Who would get the dividend checks? Everybody up to a certain income level. But I don't know the specifics. That's all I heard.
By the way, that means that we have to think differently. Now, let's try a new approach as opposed to just sending paper money.
And I didn't hear when it would happen either, Sunshine.
Where's our health care? This is kind of my idea, Mr. President. Right now, we have the enhanced premium tax credit, which I've been speaking of. It goes to insurance.
Yeah, don't know, Gene.
That should say 20 right there.
I know they got to do their yapping to be on the record. They got to do all of that before they vote. That would be good, Matt. The guy has the sign. The guy has the sign being held up by the microphone.
This should be 20. Of that 26 billion we're going to send in next year, 20% of the 26 billion goes to profit and it goes to administrative costs. Can we do it better? By golly, we can.
So what was it? Oh yeah, Matt. I would hope you would also have to prove citizenship to get the dividend check. I know what you mean. Joshua, you'd buy some Christmas gifts with a dividend check. Yeah, I'm guessing Elon's not going to get a $2,000 stimmy check. Yap. Probably, Miguel.
She can spend it on more things than this. And by the way, 100% of the 26 billion would go to the real care that woman and her family need.
This is live, right?
So we need
to empower. I'm live.
Not give 20% of $26 billion to insurance companies. Nothing against insurance companies. God bless them, we need it. But if I have a choice of empowering you or empowering them,
hey, demo.
100% to you or 20% to them, my vote's with you. And I think we as a Congress, no matter what your political party, should all vote the same way. I want to emphasize something here, by the way.
So now opening government until minimum December 5th, there's a special election. Well, we don't want to wait till December 5th. Yeah, this is live. We don't know any specifics of how it would work, Gene. And I don't know what it takes to actually create this dividend stimulus.
A little different than we normally think of flexible spending accounts. But
You wish you could buy Pax Cat,
Now, a couple
Anthony.
things I've heard from my Democratic colleagues, by the way.
The cat is priceless. You know that, right?
That whatever we pass over here, we're not going to vote in the House.
Priceless. I was willing to give him away.
Yesterday, President Trump tweeted in favor of this proposal. I'm sure you would ask Mike Johnson to take it up.
I don't know, Demo. That's not what we're...
Something that benefits the American people, and
They're going to vote.
you can't
It would open the government if they vote. Yes.
He's talking about money sucking insurance companies.
Yeah, I get it, Demo.
And then in all caps, he goes,
But they're going to hold a vote tonight.
sent directly to the people so that they can purchase their own much better health care. That's the president's way of emphasizing, let's give power to the people. Not
If it goes on for 2 more weeks, then I'll believe December 5th. Sure. But right now,
With this tweet, the president
the poly market odds are growing for this week, the government shutdown ending. So obviously that December 5th thing isn't getting the voters to vote for that.
I think this works all the way around. And let me say once more, after the president tweeted, I'm going to repeat, but it's important to repeat because this is a point of misunderstanding. After the president,
Special election was BBC.
colleagues said, wait, are you going to give all the
Well,
money to the,
We'll see how it plays out.
for these people? And the answer
The British Bullshit Corporation.
baseline continues to go to the
No worries.
but that enhanced premium
Well, Shaj, we think there's going to be a vote tonight. The senators are there on a Sunday evening.
it is the enhanced premium tax.
They just took an hour break. They just reconvened here 12 minutes ago. And this guy's just yapping away.
The other thing I hear, this is way too complicated. No way, can't do it. Can't do it. Turns out, I have a flexible spending account.
I'm not turning it. I'm not going to turn the volume up until there's something real going on. I don't want to try and talk over this guy.
Over 40% of those in the commercial
Doge did not hold that green candle over 18 cents. Disappointing. Come on. Let's go.
similar to this for their Medicaid population, and it's worked extremely well.
You know, Demo, I want it to open too. I want this thing to be behind us. Let's move forward. This is stupid. This thing just over it. Over it.
And over 40% if they work for a business. So this is something which is already out there. And then I'm told, well, the federal government has to set it up. You know, I will point out that I am on an Obamacare policy through the Small Business Exchange. My FSA is already administered by the federal government
Hey, Ara.
through the Small Business Obamacare Exchange. All we're asking to do is to open that window a little bit more and to take in the individual market Obamacare Exchange. We already have the existing mechanism to do this within the federal government. This can be done. We should not consider it so complicated to accomplish. Now, inevitably, there's going to be some bureaucrat that says they need 6 months to open a window. And that's why I'm glad President Donald Trump is the president when this is coming up. Because if there's one guy that can cut through the bureaucratic, I'm a gastroenterologist and certain terms came to mind. And you're a farm state, maybe they do to you. But the one guy that can cut through the stuff that seems an obstacle to others, it's President Donald Trump. I always smile. Operation Warp Speed, they said it might take 18 months, maybe 10 years to get a vaccine to market. And President Trump's leadership led it to being in people's arms from before we started within 11 months. This man can make it happen. So I don't consider it too complicated for the patient to understand, and I don't consider it too complicated for the federal government to adapt to, which means we could even do it.
Stimulus checks are only sent out when the economy is in horrible shape. When Trump publicly calls for stimulus checks to be sent, he's admitting the economy is a mess. I think he's just buying votes. I think he's trying to switch the perception that the Republicans lost last week's governor and mayor elections, and he's giving out free money to buy votes for the upcoming midterms. That's what I think it's about. Dr. Tom, believe the markets will pump hard once the shutdown ends There's a large amount of liquidity built up. Market makers take out all the shorts. Yes.
These reforms, those reforms, begin to work down the cost of healthcare, and we as Americans will benefit not just from
Oh, that $2,000 dividend that the guy's wearing a hairpiece. Oh, you know it. That's a big fluffy hairpiece. Absolutely. That dude's bald. Totally.
So the choice is
21 cents for Doge is the upper limit of the purple box. Goes from 18 to 21. Oh, another chart.
cost of health insurance by throwing billions more at it.
Oh, God.
Under the enhanced premium tax credit, the money goes to insurance companies and 20%.
Yeah, but watching the Bitcoin chart is boring. We'd rather watch Doge.
Or we can spend 100% of it in pre-funded flexible spending accounts benefiting patients and their families. What can it be
In
used
41 days,
for? The enhanced premium tax credit,
Trump will start eliminating departments.
insurance premiums,
Awesome.
the insurance company thinks you should get. Under the
We're at day what? 30,
account, you decide.
39?
Because I'm looking at a Senator Kramer. Senator Kramer's
This would be day 39, right?
His wife's women make most of these decisions, and she will decide to pay for dental, physician.
Last gasp before the bear market. How long the pump will last is the question. You think it'll be short-lived?
Who makes the decision? Under the enhanced premium
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of push toward this extended cycle now.
The patient does. The mother does.
I know. How do they get it so fluffy?
These are the people that will then make the decision. And
It's a good-looking wig.
No, under the enhanced premium tax credit, it drives premiums up. Under the pre-funded flexible spending account, we empower patients to shop to find the best deal for their dollar that drives.
This is all they got left, Aussie,
lowers costs.
for the Dems.
I cannot imagine why anybody would choose.
Yeah, I know, Dan. I don't know what it takes to actually make this 2,000 dividend check happen.
And I say this, and I want to be very clear. I am not being partisan. I am being in good faith, trying to say that everyone should put their party behind it.
Is the shutdown hurting more people than it's helping?
And be focused only on how do we lower health
Sure.
costs for the average American. No, for all Americans. How do we lower
All those people on furlough will get all their money. They're not going to lose it.
I'm wearing a purple tie because I'm bipartisan. I said, no, I'm wearing a purple tie because LSU lost badly last night, and I thought we should encourage it. So this is my LSU Tiger tie. That said, just so it works out that I am really emphasizing this is something
They should all wear Doge hats.
President Trump's for.
You don't think it's different this time? Just won't fall as hard as it usually does, maybe 50% on. Yeah, that's what I was saying when I was mapping out like a 2-year path, is that crypto won't fall as hard this cycle in the bear market. But there does tend to be a growing sentiment towards the business cycle extending into 2026. Quantitative easing isn't going to begin until 2026. So there seems to be more push towards an extended cycle happening. And then all of this final pump that we would expect at the end of the 4-year cycle is all getting delayed because of this stupid US government shutdown. So, I mean, there's a lot to think about there, Tom. Hey, low rollers here for the latest. Mega Millions, $900 million for the Monday night drawing. And nobody will hit it again. It'll just go on and on and on. I'm not going to use a $2,000 dividend stimulus check, if indeed we get one, to buy Mega Millions tickets. No. No. Hey, he's done. Woo! He yields. He yields. Yeah, back pay. Yeah, all the furloughed workers will get paid It'll be like a paid vacation. The government doesn't save any money on those for salaries for any of those people that were put on furlough. It'll be interesting to see whether they actually vote for them not to get their salaries in the future. I don't think it'll ever come to a vote. The back room will shut it down. You're thinking 2026 bull top? XYG thinks it's a 2021 replay. That was late November. The 2017 replay would have it going right till the end of the year, December 31st. Yeah, Joanna, I don't know what YouTube's problem is. Well, you are comparing you're comparing a republic, Anthony, with China, a communist country. We are not that. We are a republic. It's a different form of government. President doesn't have that much power. Oh, the Mega Millions is Tuesday? So on Wednesday, you can tell me what the next highest number is because no one's going to win. Sell all your crypto, buy lottery tickets, guaranteed. I know, right? CZ's selling every time we're pumping. I know he just sold a bunch of stupid shit tokens that were sent to his wallet. I saw that. So why do people do that? I know crypto more and more is getting tied to politics, economics, government, traditional finance, like all that. You will have a better chance of getting eaten by a shark on land than winning. Especially Mega Millions. God. Rules for thee, not for me. I know, Litecoin, right? It's fallen back too. Oh, now we're having a Sunday night pullback. Boo. Boo. Ain't got time. Ain't got time for that. Bitcoin on the weekly. A little over half an hour until the weekly close. Can't go down to 103. Cannot go down to 103. That's the 50-week moving average in the blue line there. That's the magic number, 103. Oh yeah, China's way ahead technologically. They're just a security state that tracks all of their population. You are not free as a Chinese citizen in China, but you got cool stuff. That's for sure. Elon said it's time. Matt, it was in reference to SpaceX and the Doge 1, which is going to happen next year. That's what that was in reference to. The Starbucks cup. So stupid. I know, right, Laura? All that stuff is just dumb. It's either a Taylor Swift thing or something like this. People fighting over this stuff. Yep, Anthony, they're going to do anything they can to make Trump look bad. That's their goal. Politics. I don't know what's going on now. This guy talked and now I have no idea what's going on. You think the Dems are going to cave? Well, I think they will come up with a way to have some in their caucus vote yes, so the government opens. And they'll figure out who those people are, right? It'll all be done behind closed doors. And then they'll find a way to blame the Republicans again. No, my bags can't go down. The last time the government shut down, a little bit after it opened, crypto started pumping. It wasn't like right away. Early 2019. We looked at that before. And so it goes. Green candles engulfed by red. You think the Mega Millions is going to break the Powerball jackpot? $2 billion. We'll see, Miguel. Whether we keep dipping. They'll need a cave to hide. Oh, no, they'll find some way, Teodoro, to blame it on the Republicans still. We've got time for Elon, yeah. Come on, Elon, do something, do something. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, we just need Bitcoin to stay above 103 for the next half an hour. Not that it really means anything. It's just a line on a chart. But yeah, that Cleveland pitcher, Clase, and another guy throwing games away. It's incredible. How do you get talked into doing something like that? I mean, there was the famous, 1919 Black Sox scandal, right? Where like 5 or 6 guys on the team got paid to throw the World Series. Well, let's look at the poly market live, see what's going on, right? Well, November 8th through 11th is coming up as well as 12 through 15. Eighth through 11th would include tonight. That's up to 35% now. And then 47%, 49% for the 12th through the 15th. So that would be Wednesday through Saturday. So that means it's an 81% chance the government will be open by next Saturday. That's the latest odds. Was that guy just talking to a completely empty chamber? We got ETH taking out some leverage longs now. God. The games continue. Boss man, you think 25-cent Doge by Wednesday? That'd be nice to have a good pump, huh? Be nice to have a good pump. Get rid of the filibuster. I know, Patriots. They look good today until Drake May threw that interception late. That was not a good throw. He should have just held on to that. But yeah, team looks good. Remember the good old days. Walter Cronkite just told the news. Didn't have analysts like giving their opinions. They weren't partisanship between one way or the other. They just read the news. You like them odds? I do too. Yeah, I think that filibuster thing isn't going to happen. Had to have the spooky candle right before the weekly close just to fake everyone out. Ring a ding ding. Here comes the pig. Yes. Ping, ping. Now let's go up higher. Take out the shorts. Come on. It's like, what are they doing? So they took a break from 5 to 6. And then they come back. One guy talks for like 20 minutes. And then nothing. No, it's not over. Washington is dumb. Low roller, it's not institutional. It's the people who bought the ETFs, which are individual traders, mostly. So they have paper hands. So if you bought IBIT, right, the Bitcoin ETF, right, and then you sold because the market was going down, you're the ones with the paper hands, not BlackRock. BlackRock doesn't buy and sell because of the market. BlackRock only buys and sells when you buy or sell their ETF. That's why George always gets that wrong. He was, oh, BlackRock's buying. It's not BlackRock. BlackRock needs to have the underlying asset. So if a bunch of people buy their Bitcoin ETF, then BlackRock needs to actually buy the Bitcoin. It's not BlackRock that just indiscriminately buys or sells Bitcoin. George he gets that wrong every time. And he obviously doesn't care. The next speaker sitting on the crapper. Dan and Anthony said the same thing at the same time. The crapper. That's good. Or they're at the bar. Those first 2 seasons of The Apprentice with Trump, I thought were really good. And then it just went downhill from that. But the first 2 seasons, I thought were good. That was about 2003, I think that was 2004. That was good stuff then. But then it got into like Celebrity Apprentice and all this other, and that just was garbage. But the first 2 seasons, when I mean the people were actually trying, and they didn't know what the rules were, what the game was. I thought that was pretty good. Well, we can see what Fartcoin's doing. They're all checking the Fartcoin price, so we might as well. Fartcoin. Big red candle. Remember when this was $1? Now it's 32 cents. This thing just took a huge nosedive. And it was last $1 August 11th, August 12th. And then just dumped. So yeah, great buying opportunity on Fartcoin, right? If you believe in it. Fartcoin. I even had a purple box for Fartcoin.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate recess until 8 p.m.
What?
Without objection, Senate stands in recess till 8 p.m.
There it was. Recess till 8 o'clock, guys. Ain't happening till late. They want to go have dinner now. All right, gang. So yeah, 8 o'clock. You guys can all tune in on your own devices. That's what it looks like it's going to be. Dogecoin not holding the purple box right now, so we'll continue to watch that. I'll be live tomorrow, Monday. Are we going to have a government shutdown end and a pump? We will see. I think Anthony was kind of right here about the pullback. A little disappointing. But hey, that's crypto, right? Hope you're all patient. And have a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.